Hello. I just wanted to do a video today, and I know a lot of you have commented about my last video about being a survivor of systematic abuse through the DHS system, and you guys have sent so much support and love towards me, and I'm so grateful. I read every comment and I appreciate everything you guys have to say to me. And I do read them like with the intent to understand and internalize what you're saying to me. And I haven't written back, so I decided to do the video. Um, and just you guys are so gracious with your grace. And I appreciate that. And I have to say to the other survivors and victims out there, you're not alone. We are here. There are so many people that are taking up the cause. And although we felt alone with what we went through, we've never been alone. I would like to say that it has been a very harrowing journey, but I'm not sorry for the things that I've been through. I'm not sorry for the pain that I've suffered. It gives me a different perspective, it gives me empathy, and I think the world needs a lot more of that. And if we can take our tragedies, no matter what those tragedies may be, and turn them into something positive, I think that we have a better chance of survival with our humanity intact. And I think that's what's so important. I think a lot of survivors and victims are still caught in this cycle that nobody's going to believe them and that they're alone in their pain. And I think there's this programming to measure our pain against each other's. What I've been through isn't any worse than what other people have been through. There's no grade. Everybody has to internalize things differently. And so healing will always be a work in progress. I'll never fully be healed because those scars are still there. It has built the foundation of who I am, but it doesn't define who I am. I don't feel guilty or shame like I used to. I realize that shame belongs to the perpetrators and not me. I no longer feel guilty for letting go of people in my life who were toxic, who took no responsibility for their own actions, who justified. And it's not out of anger, but out of my own well-being and for my own mental, spiritual, and emotional health. The final thing I'm going to say is, you know, so many prayers have been sent my way, and I appreciate every prayer said, but I don't want pity. There's no pity, doesn't serve anybody. There's no justice in pity. Pity is more self-serving, because if we feel bad enough about something, then we feel bad enough about something we don't have to take action. I want you, if you say a prayer, to work it. You gotta work a prayer. You have to educate others. Our stories aren't being told for the sake of pity. Our stories aren't being told so that somebody can feel sorry for us. Our stories are being told because there are survivors out there who have never been able to be given a voice. And so we're using our voices for those who can't speak, for those who've been silenced forever, whether they died as a result of their trauma or as a byproduct of their trauma through addiction, suicide, mental health issues in the prison system. These people are damaged. And that's why if I ask you to work a prayer, I pray that every person you meet with loving kindness, without judgment, that you hold back your judgment that is not based on their behavior or their actions. And even then, try to understand a little bit more instead of the knee-jerk reaction that people tend to have. Even the perpetrators, in some instances, we're talking about kids who were abused from infancy, and it's their normal, it's their sense of normal, and they've been conditioned to abuse others, and they don't know any better. And so I think it's up to us to have empathy and treat people with loving kindness. That doesn't excuse behavior. That doesn't negate the fact that what they did has hurt other people. But I think it would be easier if we showed them how you're supposed to treat people, because that's what it is. That's what working a prayer is. You know, everybody wants somebody to be punished. And I feel like some of us have already paid it forward. And I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm not religious. I don't cling to religion. I don't judge people based upon religion. Jesus is a very intimate relationship that I have. And I think, just my opinion, that's where we should leave it. It's an intimate relationship. So for me, Jesus already paid it forward, and Jesus died for all of our sins, no matter what they were. Now you have some people, and these are the leaders of these things, that they deserve to be punished. And you can give them all the loving kindness in the world, and they're sociopaths. They don't know how to accept it. These people need to be put away. And we can no longer accept in our society these people's right to exist amongst people who have humanity, because they have none. But for the others, we need some serious therapy, and we need to become grounded, and we need to accept that this is what's happening. I think acceptance is the first step to healing. So I went on a little longer than I had planned on, and my son is getting louder and louder. So once again, just thank you for all your kindness. I promise to pay it forward. I promise to do good by you and make y'all proud of me. And that's all I have. I thank you so much. Peace, everybody.